Welcome to Get to the Point, a show highlighting the importance of recreation and community, brought to you by the Keller Pointe. Join us each episode and be inspired as we bring you conversations with community leaders who share their experiences, expertise, and explore the role that recreation plays in sustaining well-being and success. What are we waiting for? Let's get to the point. Welcome to Get to the Point. I'm your host, Jessica Spahn, and we have a super fun, special, amazing episode coming at you in just one second. But I wanted to mention our amazing sponsor as well. We Scan Film. If you need anything digitized, check them out. WeScanFilm.com. So on to the show. We have a huge episode coming at you. Our 20th anniversary is June 8th is officially when we're having the party. So if you don't have your tickets yet, you better look online and grab some, because I don't know, we're at like 800 already taken, I think. Yep. It's gonna be a blast. So the guests that I have today are two amazing guests that you guys you've probably seen one of them before. We have the manager of the Keller Pointe on, Mike.
Yep. I'm Mike Beaver, manager of the Keller Pointe.
There you go. I mean, I basically said that, but I was gonna let him say that. Yeah. And then we have Joel.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do I know you? What's happening?
Yeah.
Why are you here? I'm
So
just kidding.
Joel Seay, longtime Keller resident, small business owner in Keller.
Yeah. It met you through the chamber.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your children. You basically raised them at the Keller Pointe.
I did. Yeah. I've got daughter's 28 years old, and she was 8 years old when we became members of the Point when it first opened. Son that's 26, and he was 6, and another son that's 24, and he was 4. So
Wow.
They grew up going to the Point.
And then you also used it.
Used it a lot, mostly for the gym, the pool. Yeah. Used to run the Bear Creek Trail a lot, and use that as kind of the home base to.
I'm super excited that you're on the show today. Just first time podcast too, right?
First time.
Getting some
Practice and a little bit nervous. But,
Oh
we'll
no,
you're
doing great. I'm so excited. So Mike's the manager. Super excited to have him on the show because he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, sure do.
I know you see my face out a lot, but he's in the back making like all the magic happen.
A lot of budget stuff.
All the stuff that I hate dealing with. Thanks.
All the fun stuff. So paperwork, budget.
Yeah.
Keeping people in line.
That's fun though, right? A little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah, but we like to have a good time though too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Try to keep it light.
Yeah.
Try to keep positive work environment.
That's super important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially coming out of the last few years, coming out of the prior few years. It's been nice we've had a good rebound.
Yeah, we have had a good rebound. We COVID hurt everything, obviously, not just the Point, but everything. And took us a little bit of time to climb back out, but we have, and membership numbers have gone back up, and we feel really good about the direction of where the Keller Pointe's going, and the growth that we've had.
Because there's some new programming too, right? I mean, you guys have brought in some homeschool.
Yeah, we brought in homeschool. The recreation department's done a really great job of bringing in new and new and exciting programming. Pickleballs now. Yeah, we have pickleball at the Point.
Because we finally had to fold.
Yeah, well, and it was a good idea. I think we realized that a lot of people are playing pickleball.
Yes,
and
they are.
We decided that it would probably be in the best interest of the facility to offer that. We have 3 full pickleball courts now in the gym. Yeah. We have certain times where people can come play. Which is
nice because it's indoors.
It is indoors. So, if you're looking for a cool spot to play this summer, come to the Point, because we have those, and we'll have open time or open court time, and we'll get that posted.
And you do not have to be a member to use it,
no,
right?
you don't have to be a member. You can buy day pass.
Okay.
But come on over, buy day pass, check it out.
Yeah.
But I think once you buy a couple day passes, you'll realize that the benefit is there.
Yeah.
It's worth getting that membership. And, not only can you play pickleball, but you can enjoy the workout equipment, go for a dip in the pool. It's like Joel was talking about.
All the things.
Yeah. And then, stay for the community and just the free coffee.
We do have free coffee till about noon.
Yeah.
We're going to just put that out there.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. If you come on Fridays, you may get some free cookies too from some of the members that like to bring their cookies.
Yes, we are all about health and wellness, and also enjoying in moderation other things.
Right, exactly. Community is a big thing.
Community activity, all that. So we wrapped up Fit City.
Yep.
It's their 3rd year.
Yep.
We're not going to tell you guys who won yet. You have to look online. That was a blast, and we're only so June 8th is coming up fast.
Yeah,
20th anniversary.
Yeah,
it's huge. Were you here for the 10-year anniversary? When did you start?
I started November 14th. So I was hired as the aquatics assistant. We've actually changed that title now. The position's changed to aquatic specialist. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit more in-depth position now, which is great. But started November 14th, and been here So I've been here it'll be 10 years in November. So yeah. So we weren't, I don't think I wasn't here for like the actual 10 year in.
Did you guys do anything for 15?
No, we didn't.
So this is big.
Yeah, this is big.
This is a big deal.
We did a grand, I think in 16. I
Oh
could
yeah,
be wrong.
you guys did some renovations.
Did some renovations. We did an expansion on the gym, and I think you probably remember that, Joel. And we expanded the weight floor.
Yeah.
And we did kind of a grand reopening for that, and we had a big party. It was a lot of fun. I know.
I love an excuse for
the mayor, city manager, everybody was there, I believe, and it was a good time. So this will be the next kind of big celebration. So
I'm super excited, and I'll reiterate this at the end though. If you guys have any stories that are funny, interesting, or have some great photos, I'm gonna give you an email that you can send them to at the end of the show, so you can give them to us, so we can maybe share. We'll see.
The expansion was huge.
Yeah.
Was it? It was huge. The kids, the first thing that they mentioned when I asked them, "Hey, I need some stories about the point," each one of them said, "Oh," and they expanded that. Because they were all into weights and lifting, and they're like.
And so, what age were they about then? Teenagers?
Yeah, they were teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be of a proper age to get on the weight floor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They were all.
I just mean they're like 20. I mean, like I just
no.
Like to visualize this scenario, right? But I'm also curious. Do you want to tell people like how did you get the stories from them? How was it? Did you sit down and have a conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we most Sundays we get together as a family and eat dinner, usually at my mom's house. She cooks dinner and we're all there. And I mentioned that I was going to be on a podcast with you. And once they got done laughing and wanting to know when it was so that they could have their popcorn ready to watch.
Oh, yeah. We'll let them know.
Then we started talking about it. I said, "Hey, I need stories from you guys."
Yeah.
And they started laughing and just talking about different things. Hey, remember that?
Yeah.
And so it was fun. It was fun reminiscing about some.
That's exciting. I'm excited. So I honestly, I got hired early 22, January. And when my friend had sent me the link for the position, I didn't know what Keller Pointe was, and I was from Fort Worth.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Especially when we interview them for positions, they say, "I didn't even know this place existed."
Well, that's why we have
now
podcasts
coming back
and all the things.
Yeah, well,
so we can be as loud as possible about it. But it's such a cool place. Like
hidden treasure.
Yeah. Well, no. Hopefully, it's a found treasures.
Well, yeah.
Found after this, right?
Discovered. I don't cherished treasure, but as far as the facility, to me, it's like there's endless opportunities for events and fun, and like there's karate that we do. There's so much programming. We got birthday parties. So there's like birthday parties at the pool. They have a little birthday party room. So we're gonna be showcasing a lot of these areas. On June 8th, we're gonna have the birthday party rooms. We're not sure exactly. Maybe like a balloon animal person, maybe some like Andy's frozen custard. You can kind of see what it looks like in there if you have a birthday party for your kids.
So one of the stories that my kids came up with, my daughter, she's a teacher in Keller now.
Okay.
Kindergarten teacher.
I love it.
Whitley Road Elementary School, and she went to a birthday party last year for one of her students.
Okay.
And it was at the Point.
Was it nostalgic?
It was. Yeah. She said it brought back so many different memories of
happy memories
of being there, of going to the Point for parties and all the fun stuff she did there. The Point was her first job growing up. She was 16, I believe, and worked in the daycare nursery.
Stay and play.
Stay and play. There you go. She worked in there. That was her first job.
That is so fun. Yeah. So you have a son.
I do.
He's 7.
Yes.
So in 9 years, is that going to be his first job?
I definitely discussed with him the benefits of becoming a lifeguard.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He's big into the swimming.
Yeah.
And really enjoys coming to the pool. And
that's fair. He used to be a swim coach.
Yeah. So, and so I said to him, that's such a great, any job that gives you the responsibility, like even working in stay and play, is a great first job. But, I said, he looks at the lifeguards and I thought, this is a good opportunity for you, man.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. And
I love it.
I think, all those jobs teach you good, responsibility.
Yeah. Work ethic and their discipline.
And working for the city is really cool.
Yeah.
I think, you start off early working for the city and you see a lot of people not leave the city or leave the area. Prime example is we hired a young lady to be a birthday party host.
Yeah.
And now she's the aquatics director at the Keller Pointe.
Yeah.
So,
which means for people who don't know what the director is, that's the top. That's
right.
She's basically the manager of the aquatics area.
Yeah, she runs the pool. And some of you, we just recently promoted a young man to become a police officer David Lombacher, great guy, and he started as a lifeguard.
That's amazing.
And worked his way up at the point and worked there for 4 years, and now he's a Keller PD. And
yeah,
it's just really cool.
We've got another family member, Gabby, her daughter-in-law, who married our son Hunter.
Okay.
Her first job was as a lifeguard there.
There you go.
I think she was 16 or 17 as well. So
so it's nice to you talk to folks. And one of my sister's first jobs, she was one of the first head lifeguards at the point back when they opened. And
is she coming to the party?
No, she lives in Canada now, but the lifeguard room or office at the time was a trailer. So the indoor pool wasn't even built yet, but they opened the outdoor pool.
Interesting. Okay.
And so she was lifeguarding outside. I believe that's what it was.
Okay.
One of the pools was finished.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But their office was a portable trailer thing that you see at construction sites.
And so on that note, these are the sort of things I want people to send to us.
Yeah.
Pictures of I don't have because these are probably not even digitized.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that's probably one of the harder parts. Is like I think digital cameras were there, but they weren't as popular.
And it's not like you warm on your wrist all day like your phone's attached to your hand.
So everybody's got the camera phone now, but so it's going back looking through the hard drive or a disc or something with photos. But
or people
I'm still using it. I was still using some film up until that point. So
yeah, probably disposable camera, the little which are back now. I don't know why.
And they're expensive.
But why? Like you can't see
everything old is new again, I think.
I guess
the vintage.
There's a reason that there's new.
The Polaroids are back too.
Yeah,
Have you seen
that's
the Polaroids?
Fun. I don't know, probably because I didn't really grow up with them, and I'm like, those are fun.
Yeah, we had one of those when growing up. My parents had a Polaroid camera. That was always fun. So
I've seen them at weddings now, where they go around and take pictures, and they leave a picture on the table till they develop.
Cute.
There's a whole. I knew some people in a Polaroid society group that they'd go and do all pictures with Polaroids and go to concerts. Yeah, it's.
Okay, because you're passionate about what's your hobby?
I'm a vinyl collector. So I collect records.
Okay.
Do a lot of concerts. So when I'm not at the point, not spending time with my lovely wife and son, I'm at concerts or buying records, which I'm sure my wife's. Why are you buying records?
Everybody's allowed to have a hobby.
Yeah, let's go speak.
There are definitely way worse hobbies.
Yeah. But anyways, addiction. But yeah, so it's addiction for me. But
that's a good one.
I'm a music guy. I'm a music guy.
Yeah. You post a lot on Instagram too, right? So you're like an Instagram influencer.
I wouldn't call me. I try, I guess, but it's not something I.
You've got some good amount of followers.
I got a few. So
he's being modest.
Yeah. But anyways, but yeah.
But also to your background though. So your background. Talk a little bit about. You used to be a swim coach.
Sure, yeah. So I graduated high school, I thought it would be great for me to go into radio, television, film, and I was really passionate about becoming a radio DJ and getting into film and whatnot. And stuff just happened in the industry at the time, and I went a different route, and I ended up becoming a anthropology major. And,
that's random.
Yeah, and so I did that, and was working at the Keller Natatorium for Keller ISD, and I did that for 11 years, and grew up at the Natatorium. And from there, I became a high school swim coach and worked for Keller, assistant coach for Keller for a couple years. And then I was incredibly fortunate enough to get the head coaching job at Fossil Ridge High School and did that and ended up working for Lakeside Aquatics Club, who is our swimming lesson provider at Keller Pointe.
Full circle. You never know.
So it's really cool. So come get some lessons from LAC. They're great, but did them.
Yeah, we do year round actually.
Yeah, year round, and
all ages, right? 3 and up, basically.
All the way to adults.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, 3 and then up.
Yeah. And so did that, and then I got an offer from the city of Keller to come over to the Point, and I couldn't refuse it. And it's been a very, very good 10 years working for the city and doing what I'm doing at the Point. So went from radio, television, film, all the way to running a fitness center.
Well, I will say you never know, though, because people who don't know, my degree is actually radio, TV, film from UNT.
Yeah.
Minor is English, so I do still do short films on the side. It's kind of, so marketing's, I guess, somewhat in there, but it is interesting the way life takes you in little. What about you? How did you end up where you are?
Where I am?
How did you end up in this
long
seat
journey,
today?
long journey. So I spent the bulk of my career in transportation logistics, running different companies, divisions.
Okay.
For different trucking companies, air freight forward.
That sounds stressful.
It was, but it provided a good living for myself and my family, and it allowed us to raise 3 kids
and hang out at the Point all the time.
Hang out at the Point with 3 kids through college, and have moved along their way. Once my youngest, Bo, was done with college, off my payroll, all 3 kids off my
Nice.
payroll, I decided to move away from corporate America and focus on running my own business.
Yeah. And that's how I met you, through the chamber. How long have you been doing the bookkeeping?
Well, I've had the company for 5 years.
Okay.
But it was a side gig.
Yeah,
for a
no.
while.
And
I
you
was
just recently transitioned.
Yeah. In the last 6 months, I've transitioned into
Full-time.
making it a full-time venture and working on growing it, marketing it, and networking. And
You're doing a very
that's how
good
we
job
met
because
is-
you're on
is
the
through
podcast.
chamber. So
So.
I must have done something right.
Success.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, wait. So I do have some random questions that I thought would be interesting.
Yeah, we'll let fire him off at Joel.
I'll
first.
fire it at him first. Okay, because, so what was your first impression when you walked into the Keller Pointe? Do you remember that far back?
I don't specifically remember walking in for the
Okay.
first time.
Yeah.
But I remember it was still being built when we were looking at it, because we had moved to
So you
Keller
saw
in
it from-
2003,
Okay.
and we'd moved from Seattle, and we were a member of a YMCA there.
Mhm.
That was similar to the Point. It had a workout room and a stay and play area and pool and stuff. And we knew we were going to need one in the area with 3 kids, so we were looking at a few other YMCA's, and we knew this one was being built and started looking at some of the plans before it was even
Yeah.
being built. And we're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
We're doing this. So I remember that part. I don't know that I remember walking in for the first time.
Yeah.
But I remember the kids saying, oh, wow, this is cool. This is awesome. They love the pool.
Yeah.
The pool. The
The
lazy
pools,
river.
we
They
have
keep-
multiple
The pools, yes.
pools. Yeah.
The lazy river. Each of them talked about the lazy river when they were remembering the things about it. They remembered floating on the
Yeah.
tubes. So
Oh, that's so fun. Did you have a memory, Mike?
Well, I think
I mean, I'm sure it was for an interview.
well, yeah, I was gonna say that my sister worked there for years, but I had never gone into the Point until 2014. That was my first time I ever stepped foot in the Point was for my job interview. So I was really nervous. So I think I was pretty much focused
Yeah.
on the interview at the time. But obviously I was able to get the position and get to know the facility,
Yeah.
and it's a great place.
Yeah. That's funny. But so mine was the same. I had never been
Yeah.
there until I went for my interview, but I did notice a lot of things because, I don't know, in the marketing, I'm always thinking of I know it was like the cool sinks in the bathroom,
Yeah.
with the water and the soap
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
whoosh,
yeah.
all at once. So you could just go so random, but I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun.
and
I can't wait to work here.
And the reason I didn't go there because I didn't know it existed or I didn't want to. It's just what was going on in my life at
Yeah.
the time with coaching and swimming.
Busy.
And it just, I was over at the natatorium, and not that I didn't want to be there, but
Yeah.
just never had an opportunity to go over there.
And then you
when I
went,
did, and I did, and now I've been
never
here-
left.
Never left. So, yeah.
And now
so
you run the
I do.
place.
Yeah,
That is the highest position at Keller Pointe.
it is. Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. And you've been, the last couple of years we've been doing well.
We have been doing very well. So I
Very
can't.
good.
Everybody's done a phenomenal job, and we have a great team. I think it's a great family, and I look forward to coming to work every day.
Yeah.
And it's never a situation where I wake up and think, oh gosh, I don't want to go to work. But it's every day is like, what am I gonna? Who am I? What's gonna happen?
What new
today?
insanity is gonna happen?
No, it's great stuff, and you meet a lot of great people,
Yeah.
and I
Well-
have lifelong friends who I've met through even coming in a lap lane,
Yeah,
swimming a lap swim, or it's stuff like that. So it's great. So,
Well, and I was going to mention too, you made me think of the legacy members. So
Yeah.
there's some members that have been there. So since you started out there, who have been there since the beginning,
yeah,
like Tom Sheehan
Yeah,
and a
Tom.
few others.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching this, come to the event and
Yeah.
identify yourself
Yeah.
as a legacy member. So we're going to have a fun little chit chat, the mayor and different, there's gonna be a moment where we talk about the things.
and that's another cool aspect of the Point is you get a lot of the city leadership
Yeah.
there, like Mayor
Armin's
Mazzani-
there all the time.
Mayor Mazzani's there all the time, and
Mark Hafner,
city manager, yep, and just different council folks, and but it's great
Ross
to-
over there
Yeah, Ross is there, and you get to talk to them.
shooting hoops.
Yeah, you get to talk to them though on a normal level,
Yeah.
banter level, just hanging out and talking about sports, or because Armin and Ross are both big Purdue guys, and there's during the the,
Yeah.
the NCAA championship. We got to talk about the basketball and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was cool, but so it's I think that's one of the big benefits of the Point is
It's community.
it's community.
And
you
it's
get to know a
literally
lot of
like
people.
everyone.
Right. Yeah. And everybody's there kind of for the same reason.
Yeah.
But different reasons.
Yeah.
And but it's just nice getting to know folks.
And it serves a lot of needs too. I mean, like with camp coming up, we do have some half-day camps left open still. Summer camp sold out in like a half day.
Yeah,
or the
that was
full day.
It might be the fastest summer camps ever sold out. Less than
I
24
put the
hours.
post up and then I put it on the TVs and then I took it off the TVs.
But it's nice because you get people who come in for job interviews when they're 16, 17 years old and say, hey, I went to camp here when I was 6, 7, 8. And,
it's such a part of people's lives.
Yeah. So, or, you see lifeguards that you had 10 years ago starting families and getting promotions. And it's really cool.
It is sad when they leave us though.
It is, it is, but they normally
We're
are
like, do you have to grow up all the way? You're such a good worker.
But I think they like the foundation they learned.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
can take that with them and
apply it.
Yeah, apply it. So.
Yeah. And then they come back and say hi.
Right. And they bring their families. Right.
Yeah.
So it's
a
a
whole
big
thing.
circle. Right. So it's really
Keller.
cool. Yeah.
Keller Pointe is Keller.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It is something like that. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
So, did you have any interesting stories?
Our son Bo.
Yeah.
He's 24 now. He was 4 when we started going there. He would spend so much time there.
Yeah.
And it was never wondering where Bo was.
Right.
If he wasn't home, he was at the Point.
Yeah. And this
was at the
is
Point.
before cell phones and stuff, right?
Oh, no.
So,
way
or this
before.
is the early cell phones.
He was at the Point.
Yeah.
And he went to BCI, which was right down the street.
Yeah.
So after school, he went to the Point, played basketball.
Yeah.
And he was usually there till closing many days. And we would joke that he must be on overtime over there. And then he would call finally, and it was either on a cell phone, or I think he would even call from the desk phone.
Yeah, but I was gonna say this is the day before it was like super easy to access.
No, I think he would call from the desk phone there because they knew him so well. And we said, hey, you ready to clock out now? We'll come and get you.
Yeah.
So Bo spent a lot of time.
That's great. That's awesome.
And then I know, Mike, you've got to have some stories.
I mean,
there's some interesting things that have happened.
I mean, there's a lot of different, I think a lot of the stuff is, some of it is a little just kind of everyday weird occurrences, but I think a lot of the stuff, just the fun stories, just the events we've hosted there. And
Doggy Dunk is a huge hit.
Yeah, Doggy Dunk, and we've had, the Breakfast with Santa is a big deal.
The Easter events,
and we did, we did Pumpkin Splash for a while, and now we've kind of changed it over to just
like
renew
what is
it.
A fall?
Yeah, fall, fall
spooky
splash
fun.
bash, so. Mm-hmm. But I think like a lot of it is just, meeting different people and seeing people go in. I think the big thing is just being able to see firsthand how it helps the community, and people achieve stuff there, and the kids come and enjoy the camp, and they do swimming lessons, and it's nice coming in and seeing the coffee crew hanging at the table, and
our legacy members.
And
crew.
So it's that's the benefit, I think.
Yeah.
And those are the stories that take away. I mean, of course, you're going to have your weird stuff that I probably can't discuss.
Probably not.
Maybe even But anyways, nothing bad. But
but it's interesting things.
Yeah,
I mean,
interesting.
It's interesting.
But every once in a while you find a weird critter in the pool. We've had crawfish, and we've had turtles, and we've had snakes and rabbits.
But
mice,
this is like when you're getting the pool ready.
Yeah, this is when we're getting the pool ready.
This is not when it's open.
Yeah, so we come out there and we've had a heavy rain, and you get a weird animal in the pool. Like, what's that? Yeah, there's
because it's kind of close to that little creek river thing.
Yeah. So we get visitors from the creek, and so it's you clean out the outdoor bathrooms after the wintertime, and you get a few slithery friends in there,
and that's kind of what the aquatics team's doing right now, right? They're getting all the pool ready.
Yeah, they're getting pretty close to being done.
Okay, yeah, because they were like touching up some paint.
Yeah, they're painting the splash pad. They're doing some stuff. We got a new beachfront.
Yeah, so that is it's going to be a
our winter
transition.
Is it open Memorial Day?
Memorial Day weekend. We open that
so
Saturday.
It's always Memorial weekend to Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, right.
I remember that. The kids always wanted to go there.
Yeah. So that's the opening weekend, Saturday, the Memorial Day weekend, and we're open Monday for family swim and stuff, and then we go right into summer programming, and camp starts, and 100 kids, and
then 11 weeks of camp later.
Yeah. Then
the longest, shortest time in the world.
Yeah, and then we put the cherry on top of the summer season with doggy dunk. So all the dogs come out and swim in the pool, and
get all their dog hair in it and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah,
It's a blast.
and we
so.
We've
find
been there
enough
several
air.
times for dog
Yeah.
dog.
It is
So,
so much fun.
Yeah.
So one of the girls, she Wild at Heart, she's the dog trainer in Keller. She's going to be on the podcast in August, and she's actually bringing her dog
It's great.
on the show. We got permission to bring the dog on the show in here, and that'll be fun.
What kind of questions you can ask the dog?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I might have her ask the dog the questions because I don't know if I
okay.
speak dog because
Yeah.
I'm a cat person.
Oh,
But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And then, okay, wait. So we have summer camps, and then we have Seal coming around, right? Is that coming back?
yeah. So we have.
Feels like it should be coming
Yeah,
up,
we
right?
have a program with the Goodwill.
Yeah.
And each summer, a group of young adults come out and they work at the Keller Pointe through the Goodwill Earn and Learn program. It's an awesome program that gives opportunity for kids to kind of see if they can hone in on a trade. And this will be our third
year.
summer.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to announce that we've actually hired multiple participants at the point, and you've probably seen them around certain times. But they work with a job coach all summer.
Yeah.
Eric, who is actually on the podcast.
Yeah, he's on a different episode.
Yeah,
If you want to check it out.
and who's basically, I mean, we consider him a team member, a
absolutely.
Point employee, even though he's not, but he's always there.
He's family.
He's family, and but yeah, the program's awesome, and we look forward to that every summer. And a lot of the members comment on how wonderful it is to be greeted by them and see them there working and get to know them, and so it's been really beneficial. And it's something that I'm really proud of because it started when I became manager in 2022.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's one of those things that when I leave, I feel
It's
like
your
that,
legacy.
yeah, my legacy, or at least our collectively all of our legacy, because we all work with them. But it was something that I thought was unbelievably beneficial and something that's super important.
Yeah, and the parents love it. And we do a
Absolutely.
special presentation.
Yeah, and they get
medal type things, so
every year they
recognition.
get recognized
Mhm,
at city council meeting by Mayor Mazzani, and he's done that, and it's gives them the opportunity to stand up and be recognized, which they definitely deserve, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that coming back up. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other questions that I really want to. Oh, well, I mean, so Joel, how has the Keller Pointe impacted your personal health and fitness journey? Since I know that you've used it forever.
Right.
Don't just say it hasn't.
No,
Great.
no.
I need
use
more.
it for a variety of activities.
Yeah.
You know, from, as I mentioned, swimming.
Yeah.
Lap swimming. I would go in there in the morning when it opened up and jump in the pool and lap swim. Used it for the weight room. And as I mentioned, the boys were, but I was too excited when the expansion came about. All of a sudden there was more room. There was more free weights. There was more cardio equipment, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. And used it. I was a runner at one point quite a bit, and I would use the Point as the base. I would go park there and go and
hit the trails.
Put my running gear on, hit the trails, and afterwards go in there and lift a little bit or swim a little bit. So
yeah, that's something interesting too. We have the park run that happens right outside every Saturday, and some people who are members as well. That's just like super convenient because then you can just do both.
Sure. Yeah.
Get your run in.
And we got the indoor track, so when it's crummy outside,
Oh yeah, then
use the track.
up above
when it's
basketball,
raining
so
and when it's 1,000 degrees out.
Right. Yeah.
Use that many times.
Yeah.
It's
During
so
the
fun.
sweltering heat, come use the track, play some pickleball
And jump in
indoors,
the
go in
pool.
the pool. You know, it's all right there. So
I'm trying to see if we could any other fun stories about the kiddos. We have Bo,
Yeah.
Kate.
Kate.
She's the teacher.
She's the teacher. Yeah. And she, as I mentioned, she was
And Gabby's the
nostalgic when
lifeguard.
when she went back for a birthday party last year.
That's so fun.
Not many stories about Hunter that we can
Gotcha.
probably
That's
tell.
fair. That's fair. Yeah. Everyone's got a wild one.
But he was a very frequent user of the Point, mostly for the weight room. You know, all three of my kids played sports through high school and college, and they were all into working out and lifting, and so they were very frequent users of the weight room.
yeah, I did a lot of swimming. You know, I used to do a lot of triathlons, so I swam, and I did play in the couple adult basketball leagues that we had there.
Ooh, and we have softball leagues that
We do the co-ed adult softball
Yeah,
run
and I
through the
think-
Point. They play over at the Keller Sports Park.
and
So-
registration's open currently.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So
But
but yeah, so there's there's a lot of variety of stuff that
There's so much stuff. And honestly, I don't even think I know all of it yet.
you gotta learn that.
I know.
Gotta
I
learn
feel
it.
like since I've gotten here, it's just been like one thing after another in a good way.
Well, yeah.
Of good things. But
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, there's camp. Oh, there's this. Oh, we're adding ballet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this movie making class. Oh, pickleball.
Yeah.
Oh, softball. Like literally, it's
Yeah.
been so much fun for me because I get to continue discovering more of this amazing place
Yeah. And
as I promote it.
And I think the big thing too is, like I said, we have a really phenomenal recreation
Yeah.
team and customer service group, and everybody working there is fantastic, and they do a really good job of bringing new, innovative things in and keeping
It's not
it fresh.
stagnant. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And we're never afraid to try new things. If you don't try, you never know. And maybe you tried, maybe something doesn't work or isn't popular, and we need to go back to the drawing board. Yeah. But a lot of the times it is popular, and it's something we stick with and proud of, and that puts us on the map.
Absolutely.
We're there to elevate the family life, right?
Yeah.
So
well, it is America's most family-friendly city here,
and
Texas.
so
the planet.
that's one of the goals that our city council's put into play, and I think we're trying to stay true to that.
Sounds like it's...
And well, I've found that in other cities and talking with families and people I know, whether it's in Grapevine or South Lake or surrounding cities. And we talk about activities and fitness centers and the like and community. And all of them will mention, well, you guys have the point.
Yeah.
You have the point. That's cool. Because many have been over to see it, to visit, whatever. Yeah. So
it is cool.
It is cool.
It is really cool. And I'm super excited to have our 20th anniversary.
Yeah. It will be a lot of fun.
It's going to be insane.
I think we're getting some kind of bounce house that I plan on using.
I'm sure I know we have something rented.
There you go. I think it's a big inflatable obstacle course.
I'm like, the more the better.
We're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna have a blast. Yeah. I mean, Kona Ice will be out there. Tom's traveling, coffee truck, that's a lot of words. They'll be out. We have a character artist who's gonna be doing drawings. There's so much that's gonna be happening in that 11. So it's 10 a.m.
Martial arts demos.
Yeah, martial arts and pickleball will be available. So people can
you can come swim 10 to noon.
So it's 10 a.m. to 2. Sorry, to 2. 10 a.m. to 2.
But the pool opens at 10.
Yes. Yeah. So, but the event's 10 to 2.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 4 hours basically of people kind of coming and going, enjoying, snacking, getting all the fun stuff, getting the Andy's ice cream or the character.
I think we'll be awarding some prizes too.
Oh, we have some crazy prizes, guys. Yeah.
So
we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get them to you. But
we'll figure it out. We'll make it.
But we do have some. On that note, we do have some amazing sponsors and vendors too, who have partnered with us to make this a great event. And we're very excited to see them on site as well, because we're getting T-shirts made. That's one thing that we're doing.
Yep.
And so we're gonna have. We got stickers. It's just all kinds of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So if you guys are able to grab some tickets for your family,
they are free.
They are free.
Yes.
I just kind of like a head count ish.
Yeah.
Parking will be weird. Just gonna say that now.
We'll have to figure something out.
Well, but people can also, if they want a little bit of a walk, park over.
Yeah,
at
City Hall,
right? I mean, there's a bridge.
And it's a
worst case.
And it's a come and go event. It's not all you have to be there at 10, so you come and go and experience it.
Just like literally get your tickets, show up, check in.
Yeah, we'll have some live music
have
too.
Fun.
We have a
got a band that's gonna be out at the pool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be great. So
I'm excited. So and if you have any fun stories or pictures, just send them to the email that I'm going to put in the link, I guess, or in the content on socials. And yeah,
I've got a picture I'll send.
Do you have a picture?
I don't have it with me. We'll send it. It's Bo. I think he was 10, and he was in the pool playing basketball, and I believe it was in the Star Telegram that they'd taken a picture.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a little story about the point.
That's so cool.
And it was. I didn't.
Okay.
I've got to find it.
You said you were going to look for it.
I'll look for it. I'll find it. It was a newspaper clipping. Now I've since taken a picture of it.
Okay,
so I've got
if you get that in time, it will be inserted here.
And it's him and his buddy Keaton playing basketball in the pool. And I think it was in the Star Telegram. It was in one of the papers. So
that's great.
Yeah. And he remembered that. He goes, "Dad, you still have that?" When we were talking about the memories the other day, he goes, "Remember when I was in the newspaper?" I go, "I've got that somewhere." So
oh my gosh,
I'll find it.
I gotta see. My mom and dad may have my sister at one point won Employee of the Year, and so they had for a while in our hallway in our childhood home there was a plaque with my sister's face on it that said Employee of the Year. So I gotta go. I'll see if I can.
So do we need to make you a plaque?
No. I think we'll. I just need to. I'll go talk to my mom and dad and see if they have that stashed somewhere. Maybe I could bring it to the point.
Because we love memories. There's a lot of memories that have been made in 20 years of this place being open. So come out June 8th. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
You're at the point.
I am the point.
So people know
come
how to
see
reach
me.
You. Yes.
If you have complaints, see Randy White.
Yeah.
just kidding.
Poor Randy.
I'm just joking.
But Joel, so if you want people to kind of check out any of your services,
Sure.
where do they go?
Focus Bookkeeping Services.
Okay.
I'm on the web.
Okay.
With the website. You can find me there.
Okay.
I offer full service bookkeeping to small, medium-sized companies, and also some advisory services as well. So,
and also you did amazing on your first podcast ever.
Yeah.
I would have to agree. That was great. This is my first podcast.
Yeah.
Woo!
Excellent.
I
So
love
we're
this. You
noobs.
guys are perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll close out the show. Just say bye, guys, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the event.
Great. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.